Hey guys, how y'all doing out there? Time for another tutorial from VideoEditingSoftwareGuide.com. Today we're doing a tutorial on the flying effect in Cyberlink PowerDirector 10 Ultra. Let's get into it. First and foremost, to do this effect, you need a tripod. You need to record your scene with nothing going on in it for a little while, because that's the part where the flying is going to be taking effect, and you'll learn a little bit more about that in a minute. Also, you need to record yourself running, jumping, and coming down and landing. Do it however you like. It's your video. Do it how you like. Once you do that, you want to go ahead and bring your video clip into Cyberlink, and you want to drag it down into the timeline. You want to go ahead and move your footage to a position right before the talent is in the shot, which is right there. And you want to get rid of that, of course, because you have to have that first part where there's nothing in the scene. So I'm going to split this and save it for later. Then I need to go ahead and move it to a position where the individual lands. Now I have it right before the individual lands, right before his toe touches the ground. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to split this clip here because I need the front end. But also, I need to go ahead and get a snapshot of this. So I'm going to take a snapshot of it and I'll save it to a location on my computer. I'm not going to save it because I already have one made. And once you have that snapshot, you need to create a PNG image of that snapshot. What that's going to do for you is it's going to create an image of just the individual, just like this one, and nothing in the background. So now that I have these areas split where he touches the ground and right before it comes onto the scene, I'm going to go ahead and remove the middle. Now the first part of the clip where he's flying, I don't want that to be long. You can make it long if you want to, but mine's going to look great with it being short, so I'm going to change the duration of this. So I'm just going to move it over here real quick just so I can see where it's at. So 0105. And then I got it at about a second of the clip. I'm going to go ahead and split it. And I'm going to remove this part. And I'm going to move the clip right next to it where the individual touches the ground. So basically you're just going to see nothing, then you'll see him appear. Next thing I need to do is I need to bring down my PNG image. I need to bring it right below the other footage here. And I'm just going to right click on it and go to set duration. Since it's a picture, I can do that with it. I'm going to change it to the same duration as the video clip above it. Say perfect. Then I'm going to double left click on it and I'm going to go to the PIP designer tool. I'm going to go to the path and I'm going to choose a path where the arrow is pointing up and off to the side. Now I've created the keyframes to do this for me, but this isn't really what I want to do. The reason why I selected this one is because it actually takes the individual object off the screen, and I need the picture to come off the screen to make it look realistic, to make it look like he flies up and then flies back down. So I use this one. If I try to keyframe that myself, Cyberlink won't allow me to, or PowerDirector won't allow me to pull it all the way off the screen. So I use this to get it done. So I'm going to go to the individual keyframes here. And this is one of the keyframes where it's off the screen, which is good for me. But right now it's showing the blue keyframe is the active one. The yellow ones are the other keyframes that are not active right now. As I look, that's the first keyframe. And that one really needs to be in the middle somewhere. And I really want to get this keyframe here off the screen. Right now it's not. It's kind of like a bug being off the screen. So I'm going to, since I know that this effect takes it all the way off the screen, I know that the last keyframe is actually the one I want to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on duplicate keyframe, and I'm going to duplicate the next keyframe. Now it's off the screen. This keyframe I don't need, so I'm going to delete it. First keyframe is actually at the bottom, so I'm going to now put my crosshair so that it's white, and I'm going to move this all the way back to the center of the screen, and I'm going to move this blue active keyframe up to the top of the house, and I'm going to make this guy tiny because I gotta make it look like he's coming from far away. I want to make it a little small here. And I'm going to go to the next keyframe, which should be off the screen, and it is. I'm going to scroll up here to where it's at, and it looks like it's at a pretty good size, so I'm good with that. Now the issue is the last keyframe. The last keyframe, I need to back down here. So I'm going to step through to the next keyframe, and I'm going to go to this blue, because this is the active one, and I'm going to drag this keyframe down so that this individual is back in the middle of the screen at the regular position. Now what I'm going to do is play it back, see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Let's play it one more time. Now, one thing I would do here is save this. I'm not sure if it's perfect yet. Maybe some adjustments we need to make. So we're going to save that, and we're going to play the movie. Matter of fact, we're not even going to play the movie. We're just going to bring this to the position where two clips come together, and we're going to step through. And make sure it's on movie when you do this, because I want to see where the individual is, if it lines up correctly with the playback of the movie. And it's pretty good, matter of fact. Let's see. He's kind of high, as a matter of fact. You see, go from there to there. That means I need to pull that down some. So I'm going to go back to this clip and double click it again with the left mouse click. I'll go back to the path. I'm just gonna put it here where the crosshairs are white again, and I'm gonna try to pull it down straight as possible to where I think he needs to be. I may be off, but I can go back and fix it. So now I'm done. I'm gonna go to movie. I'm gonna step through again to see where this keyframe is. For the video, it looks like he's still a little bit high. Also be careful when you're doing it that you're not moving it from side to side too much. If you do move it to the side, move it back to the other side. It's not too hard to do. Go back to the path. Drag it down some more, hit save again. Click on movie. Step through frame by frame. That looks real good. So let's play it real quick. See how this looks. Great. Looks fantastic. Now one extra thing you might want to do is go ahead and click on the PNG image and then go to the effects room. Drag the blur effect on top of it. Click on effect. Go to the blur degree. It's going to say it's going to reset the keyframes in the effect. And the effect that it's talking about is the blur effect, so it's not going to affect the other keyframes you made. Click OK. Change the blur to like 1. And close it out. Click on movie and play it back again. See how it looks. Looks pretty good. All set. Beautiful. So that's a wrap. You can fly. You believe it? Yeah, you know, the guy who sang it about the basketball dude. Yeah, I know. So check this out. Do me a favor. There's a thumb underneath this video. Point it in the upward direction. Click it, like it, live it, love it, hug it. You know the routine. Second, leave me your comments. I always answer your comments. I always get back to you. So leave me a comment if you need some help with something on Cyberlink. I'll be happy to go ahead and respond. If I can help you, I will. If I can't, I'll try to point you in the right direction so you can get some help. And last, but definitely not least, don't you ever forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.